of the Fibromyalgia Support Community page. And today I've got some very exciting news. I'm a little bit nervous to share it with you. Is that ever since I started this page about a year or so, probably 18 months or so ago now, the idea was to have a space online that we could use in order for me to share everything that I use for my one-to-one clients, everything I've researched on the symptoms and the management of fibromyalgia. And I'm pleased to say that all of that work behind the scenes is now essentially finished, and I'm ready to press the buttons in order to make that live, which will happen, assuming that this is what everybody still wants, on Tuesday the 12th of May, which just happens to be Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. So that's all worked out very nicely. So I wanted to take a bit of time now doing a quick live video to tell you about the app itself and my idea for it and how I think it will help. What I would love for me personally is to be able to make working with people with fibromyalgia my full-time job. I work with clients on a one-to-one basis under normal circumstances. They come and see me and we work together in order to help them manage the symptoms of fibromyalgia, and I'm, as a therapist, work with people in that kind of space. But now I want to be able to use this technology that we've all become a lot more familiar with over the last 6 weeks to reach more and more people, and to be able to share with you what I've learned about fibromyalgia and how I help people in this way. I also know that working with people on a one-to-one basis can be cost prohibitive. So what I've tried to do, listening to the feedback that I've had about this project ever since I started the page, is to make it as affordable and within reach of everyone. So let's start with that then. So the cost to join the Fibromyalgia Support Community App is $11.99 per month. It's priced in dollars simply because that's the way that the technology currently works. That's about £10 a month. The card processing is all done by Stripe, which we're all familiar with. That's similar to PayPal. What you'll get for within that, what the support community app will be, is a number of different things. It's a private social network that I'm hosting that we can just discuss the symptoms, causes, treatment, impact of living with fibromyalgia. It's a place where I'll be able to share with you information and my detailed research about the causes and symptoms and treatment of fibromyalgia, and I just want to be really clear about that. All of that information will be scientifically verifiable. I'm not medically qualified, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to be discussing the symptoms of traditional medication, nor am I going to be discussing supplements or anything like that. There'll be no further products or anything to buy. I'm certainly not selling magic cures. We're going to get into the information that we can find that is scientifically verifiable. Each week I'll be hosting 3 live online groups. They are a support group for those living with fibromyalgia, and that will be a private space where we can discuss anything and everything that comes to mind in relation to fibromyalgia. I work as a private therapist, so the main areas of conversation that I'm discussing with are about the events of people's lives and anxiety and low mood, so we can go down that road. But if you want to discuss the challenges that living with fibromyalgia presents within your relationships, within your profession, within the things that you want to do with your life, with other like-minded people to get that support, then absolutely we can do that. The second weekly support group that I'll be hosting is on weight management and physical well-being. I work with lots of people that are looking to manage their weight and have challenges around emotional eating and challenges with certain food groups, so I can share with you my knowledge and experience there. But we'll also be discussing and sharing ideas about how we can look after our physical well-being, which helps us to manage our stress levels. And then the third weekly group that I'll be hosting is an online relaxation group where we'll be looking at visualization, meditation, breathing techniques, which are all things that are recommended on the NHS website in order to help those that are living with the symptoms of fibromyalgia. Let me just clarify that it says to learn those things on the NHS website. I'm not saying that this is endorsed by the NHS. Then each month there'll be a course that for you to learn at your own pace. So the first off is living mindfully and how we can use the information of mindfulness to help us to manage our day-to-day stress. And then I've written further courses that will be coming online every month to do with meditation, to do with self-hypnosis for pain management, to improving sleep, to learning how to say no to your friends and family. All of these different things, all of these different key elements, these themes that crop up when I speak to people with fibromyalgia. So I'll be sharing everything that I know about that. And this is a private social network that I'll be hosting. So every day I'll be joining the conversation with you. So I really feel that after spending 18 months researching this condition, after working in private therapy now for 3 years, that I really will be able to help manage the experience of living with fibromyalgia, and hopefully offering something that complements existing treatments that you may be using. So if you are interested, what I'd like you to do is just simply to indicate on the poll, write yes in the comments, just to let me know that this is something that is of interest to you and that you want to join me on what I think is going to be an amazing journey. So that's it from me. If you've got any questions, I'm hanging around for the rest of the afternoon. I'm available for chats via Messenger, or if you want to have a chat via Zoom or Skype, whatever, I've got it all. So yeah, please do let me know your thoughts. Really interested to hear from you. Thanks very much. Take care of yourselves.